My name is Danielle. I was born and raised in Syracuse, New York, and I am a survivor of domestic violence. I first started dating my ex-boyfriend back in February of 2011. The first incident that happened was only 3 months into our relationship. I felt that we could work through our relationship after this incident. I didn't necessarily think that it would be worse than what had happened, even though I knew that it was wrong. I didn't take it as a sign of I should get out of that, because I just felt like I was just so in love with him. Just didn't really think that it would escalate to what it did. And it did get to the point where he would force himself upon me and would rape me. And he's put me in the hospital several times. He's also grabbed me while having an disagreement, I should say, of an incident that occurred one weekend, and he grabbed me through the window of the car and started driving with me off the side of it, and ended up throwing me off the vehicle at probably about 25-30 miles an hour and put me in the hospital for a night. And that was one of the times he got arrested. And basically just escalated to the point where I realized that I could possibly die. The physical abuse was going to happen either way, but it made me feel powerless. I literally felt powerless, like I had no control of my life. Like it was either I had to do this or I wouldn't know what would happen to me. And I basically felt like harming myself, which I did. You know, I didn't resort to cutting myself, but what I would do when I just, you know, when I just would get just so anxious and everything, I would literally bite my arm, you know, to the point where I would bleed, basically, just because I just felt like I just wanted out. I wanted out, like I wanted out of myself, kind of, in a sense. And I, you know, did think about killing myself. I never acted upon it, but it was just, it wasn't necessarily like a suicidal thought, but it was like more so like, I don't know how to get myself out of this. I knew it was wrong. I knew, but it was the being of having that fear of not knowing what would happen to you. And I really wanted to get out of it by myself, to be like, I'm done, I'm out of this, like I want nothing to do with you anymore. But I knew that it would result in the police being involved, and that it would end up with him getting arrested, because that would actually make him not contact me. That's what ended it. That's what it was. It was the actual making the phone call and realizing that, going over there saying that I'm done, and it actually being done, and you know, it's what had to be done. And because of the order of protection I have now, you know, that's what made it the end. I've left it in my past. I'm actually a very spiritual person because of it. I actually never would have found my spiritual side with like meditation and everything if it wasn't for what I went through. If I never went through that, I don't think I would be who I am today. And I could honestly thank him for that. What I learned from Vera House is that they're there to support you without judging you. With the perverse things that I've been through, it's not something that you can sit down with your family members or your friends and specifically tell them that you just got raped. Vera House gives you an opportunity to voice and not be judged, and just let those emotions out, and just have someone listen and have a support system. And there's so many things that Vera House does for women, for like groups and everything, that, I mean, there's just so much support here, and I honestly don't think I could have gotten through it, not just by being spiritual and meditating, but I definitely couldn't have done it without Vera House. I'm not just a survivor, I am living, and I'm happy, and I'm living the way I want to live, and I'm working towards my future, and I am meeting my goals, and I am doing what I'm supposed to for myself. Because that's really all you can do, is just move forward and hope for the best, and through meditation that helps as well.